How can women address a lack of sexual desire in a relationship? What is the connection between exercise and sexual performance? Hello to all lovers of psychology and sexuality. Today, we will unveil the sexual curiosities of women. If you are interested in these topics, make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell to not miss our future videos. Also, leave us comments and share your experiences in the section below. Let's get started. Women can address a lack of sexual desire in a relationship through open and honest communication with their partner. It's also important to identify potential underlying causes, such as stress or fatigue, and consider couples therapy if necessary. Regular exercise can improve sexual performance by increasing endurance, blood circulation, and the release of endorphins. Staying fit and healthy is beneficial for overall sexual health. Antiquity of prostitution. Prostitution is one of the oldest professions in the world and can be traced back to ancient civilizations such as Sumeria and Greece. In conservative societies in Asia and Africa, sexual education may face resistance due to entrenched cultural and religious norms, limiting access to accurate information on sexual and reproductive health. Asymptomatic. Many STDs may not present immediate symptoms, meaning that individuals can be infected without knowing it and unintentionally transmit the disease. Awareness campaigns. Global awareness campaigns are conducted to educate the public about the prevention, detection, and treatment of STDs, aiming to reduce their incidence and mitigate their impact on public health. Barriers in prevention. Factors such as social stigma, lack of access to healthcare, and lack of sexual education can hinder efforts to prevent STDs. Bioluminescence. Some marine organisms, like certain jellyfish and deep-sea fish, can emit light during reproduction. This phenomenon is known as bioluminescence and is part of their mating strategy. Body exploration positions. Some women enjoy sexual positions that allow them to explore and caress their partner's body in more detail, increasing the sensation of connection and mutual pleasure. Breastfeeding fetishism. Some people experience sexual arousal from breastfeeding or observing breastfeeding. This fetish may be related to the intimacy and emotional connection associated with breastfeeding. Care and maintenance. It is important to properly care for sex toys to ensure their safety and durability. This may include regular cleaning with warm water and soap, as well as storing them in a cool, dry place. Changes in sexuality with age. Sexuality can change throughout life due to factors such as aging, physical and mental health, and hormonal changes. It is important to adapt to these changes and find new ways to enjoy sexual intimacy. Clear head phenomenon. After orgasm, some people experience a sense of mental clarity, known as the clear head phenomenon. This may be due to the release of endorphins and stress relief. Clubs and communities. Online clubs and communities dedicated to the study and practice of the Kama Sutra have been formed, where people can share experiences, tips, and discuss its teachings. Communication. The ability to communicate effectively and actively listen is important. Women often value open and honest communication in a relationship. Concept of emotional connection. Although often associated with sexual positions and techniques, the Kama Sutra also emphasizes the importance of emotional and spiritual connection between lovers, reinforcing the idea that sex goes beyond the physical act. Continued education. Ongoing education about anatomy, sexual health, and safe practices is key to ensuring healthy and consensual sexual experiences. Cotard's syndrome is a rare disorder in which a person believes they are dead or that their genital organs have disappeared. This condition can affect one's perception of identity and sexuality. Couples therapy is an effective tool for addressing sexual issues and improving communication in a relationship. It can help couples overcome challenges and strengthen their emotional connection. Creating a sensual environment. Carefully preparing the environment for foreplay with soft lighting, gentle music, and seductive scents can help create a sensual atmosphere that stimulates all the senses. Cultural differences in sex education. Cultural differences influence the sex education received by individuals, including messages about sexuality, sexual pleasure, and acceptable sexual practices. Cultural differences in the perception of sexuality. Attitudes towards sexuality vary significantly among different cultures and societies. What may be considered acceptable in one culture may be taboo in another, influencing people's sexual fantasies and practices. Cultural stigma. Despite growing acceptance, anal sex has often been surrounded by cultural stigma, which may affect some women's willingness to try or talk about it. Curable and chronic STDs. Some STDs, such as chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis, are curable with proper treatment, while others, such as HIV and genital herpes, are incurable and require long-term management. Demystifying romantic love. Open relationships. Challenge the conventional idea that romantic love must be exclusive and centered on one person. This can lead to greater understanding and acceptance of diverse forms of love and commitment. Different types of orgasm. Some women report different types of orgasms, such as clitoral, vaginal, or G-spot orgasms. The orgasm experience can vary depending on the type and stimulation. Diversity of fetishes. There is a wide range of sexual fetishes, ranging from inanimate objects, body parts, specific activities, to particular situations or contexts. Some common examples include foot fetishism, bondage, voyeurism, among others. Dolphins are known for their active and versatile sexual behavior. They engage in sex for pleasure, to establish social bonds, and occasionally in homosexual activities. Dry orgasm. In addition to dry orgasms mentioned earlier, some men may experience retrograde ejaculation, where semen enters the bladder instead of being ejaculated outward. This is not harmful, but may affect fertility. Education and awareness. Comprehensive sexual education, which includes information about STD prevention, consent, and access to sexual and reproductive health services, is essential for effectively addressing the issue of STDs. Effects on mental health. There has been debate about the potential negative effects of pornography on mental health, including addiction, erectile dysfunction, and sexual dissatisfaction. Human sexuality is a fascinating and diverse field that never ceases to amaze us. Sexual curiosities unveil the wonderful complexity of the human experience in the intimate realm. As we explore and understand these facts, it is crucial to remember that each individual is unique in their sexual experience. Respecting and communicating with your partner are the keys to a satisfying and healthy sexual life. Sexual education and understanding are essential tools for fully embracing our sexuality